How the devil. Just a quick one today. So I've just seen that WiiM are releasing a new streamer with a 3.5-inch touchscreen, which also has a Phono Stage. I know, what the flip. Now, I did have a WiiM Mini when they first come out, a year or so, a couple of years ago, and I thought the interface was really good, really enjoyed using it. But at the time, for me personally, I found the Wi-Fi to be a bit sketchy. Where I wanted to put it, I couldn't hardwire it via an Ethernet cable, so I had to use the Wi-Fi, and it kept dropping out all the time, and I thought, oh, do you know, bugger this, I'm sending it back, and I sent it back. But since then they brought out, I think it's the WiiM Pro, the WiiM amp. People have mixed feelings about the WiiM amp, but for what it is, I've heard and seen reviews, pretty good. But I've never been like really like into them, you know what I mean? That is until now, the WiiM Ultra. And I'm like, oh, now this has tweaked my interest. This is like, you know, pricked my ears up a little bit. Hello, what's going on here? So it's got a lot of things going for it, and it should be released very soon. If not, it's already released in the US potentially. But anyway, before I go on and on about it and start blah, 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 shut up, Mart. Let's have a little look at it. Okay, so let's have a little look at it. So there's your 3.5-inch touchscreen here with your album art. Sweet. Volume button. I'm assuming potentially it'll have, that'll might be your on-off as well. I don't know until I get it. 3.5mm jack. Looks like a 3.5mm, not 4.4 balanced. That's pretty good though. Got a headphone amp in it. And what we got on the back, we've got RCA in, Phono Stage. There's the ground there now. It looks like a pin ground, like they have on the Technics record players, I think it is. Doesn't look like a spade connection. But again, I could be wrong, but it doesn't look like a pin to me. Optical in, HDMI Arc and USB. And it's got RCA out, sub out, and coax out. There's a trigger, connect to another piece of equipment, turn it on and off together. Optical out. Here's your LAN in for your Ethernet connection if you want to hardwire it. And your power. Shame it didn't have coax in. Because I prefer to use a coax personally. I mean, optical's fine. It's okay. A lot of people say that coax is a little bit better than optical, but I don't think you can hear a difference between the two. I just prefer the more stable connection. When I mean stable, I mean it's a better cable. I find the optical a little bit flimsy-ish, aren't they? But there we are. Horses for courses. Right, let's have a little look what we got in the inside of it. So the highlights are, it's got a 32-bit, 384 kilohertz ES9038 QTM Sabre DAC. Now I'm pretty sure this is the same DAC it's got on the Topping D53 I recently reviewed. So that's a pretty good DAC, not bad at all. Obviously the Topping has dual DACs, 2 of them. This only looks like it's only got 1, but still pretty good. And the headphone amp is rocking a TPA 6120A2. Latest Wi-Fi 6E, excellent. Bluetooth 5.3. I don't think on here it gives anything regarding the codecs, but I'd imagine it'd have at least aptX HD, I would hope, and even better aptX Adaptive or LDAC. One of them would be good as well. What else we got? Anything else? Okay, so it's got Spotify Connect, Tidal Connect, AirPlay 2, Google Chromecast, Audio Cast Lite, Mametma built in, DNLA, Rune insert, and Squeeze Light. I don't know what Squeeze Light is, I've never used that. Gapless, playback of high-res music up to 24-bit 192 kilohertz using USB SPDIF, coax and line and headphone output. Anything else we can get hold of down here? Yeah, we've done all that, 24 bits, maximum. Signal to noise ratio is very decent at 129 dB. Very decent. You've got an EQ, so again, excellent. Robust sound customization, 24 preset EQs, 10 band graphic equalizer. subwoofer output with comprehensive bass management. So you can adjust the crossover frequency, level phase and latency. How good is that? Trigger automatically turns on your stereo receiver amplifier. Right, there you go. Anything else? And the Bluetooth is BLE and BTLE audio. Doesn't say the codecs though. Can't see the codecs on there. EQ, physical. And here we are. So, as you can see, it says the pricing and availability. So it looks like the WiiM Ultra will be available at $329 in the US. I think it might be out in the US, correct me if I'm wrong, on Amazon and select retail partners, and rolled out internationally by Q3. So we should be looking at, I think, Q3. So in Europe, we're probably going to get it around about June, July time. So I've just checked here on Seven Oaks and Sound and Vision that you can pre-order. So as I suspected, pre-order now, available June, July, and it's going to be the same price in pounds as it is in dollars, and I assume that euros will be about that price, about 339 euros, $339, 339 pounds. So there you go. And there you go. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments section. Are you going to get one? Now, the only issue, I think, is it's very similar to Fozzy. So, like, Fozzy bring out the V3. Oh, I'll buy a V3. Then they bring out the ZA3. Oh God, this is better than the V3. I'll get the ZA3. There we go, get that. And then they bring out the V3 mono. You're like, flipping heck, I can't keep up. And we were doing a kind of a similar thing. Not quite as often as Fozzy, but they, you know, so you buy a WiiM Mini and they bring out the WiiM Pro. Oh, it's better. I'll get that one then. Oh, they got the WiiM Amp now. Oh, flipping heck, I'll get that one. Now they bring out this one. I'm like, oh. So I'm glad I've waited. Okay. Anyway, that's come to the end of the video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll catch you in the next one.